Let's just not pass this place up. I want to see. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Secret road. Hopefully it's a secret road. Yes! Hey everybody, this is Old Guy Gamer here playing American Truck Sim. I am in my Kenworth K100 today. I got surprised, kind of surprised. I forgot that the Missouri DLC released yesterday, so this is the truck I was driving at release, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go buy my Missouri State DLC. So we're on a little surface street just going under I-255 in St. Louis. If you look that way, you can see the bridges that go over the Mississippi River towards Illinois. Obviously not available yet, but in the future you can see that those will be available, and there will be a connection right there, just like in real life on I-255 on the south end of St. Louis. Give me a chance. I'm going to go find somewhere to sleep, and then we'll go explore this new state. No load today. I'm going to go look and see. I've already looked at the map, and the towns that I'm most familiar with, where my family live, isn't in the game, but we're going to go explore that area and see what is in the game so we can see what's what with this new Missouri DLC. So let me go find a place to sleep and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I upgraded my garage in St. Louis, refueled. No jobs today, no trailers, because I couldn't find a job going exactly where I wanted to go to explore. So we're just going to bobtail around and check out and see what's new in this game in this area of southeast Missouri. Let me show you where we're at on the map real quick. Here's the whole state. This is the Mississippi River, if you're not used to the geography of this area. This is I-55. This is probably the interstate that I know best in the country, because growing up in southern Illinois, and I lived right around there somewhere. Now I live way up here. I-55 is the route we use to get everywhere. My mom is from down here, my dad is from around here, and we're going to go check out this area right here. I'm used to Route 8. I was hoping Route 8 would be in the game, but it's not, unless it's a secret road. So let's go down there and explore. I probably won't make it down to Poplar Bluff today. I'll probably go down to Farmington and then head east on 32 and see what all these things are. So let's go check it out. And don't worry about looking for traffic. Just go. You're bigger. You have the right of way. I hope you all are doing well. I haven't done an American Truck Sim video in a little bit. Probably a month or so. I have been playing a lot of other games. Not a lot of games, just a lot of other games. I've been playing Ranch Simulator. I was watching Trevor Martin play the new DLC for that game, so I decided to buy the original because I always wanted to play it, just never did. So I've been playing the heck out of that game. And then I've been playing a little bit of Farm Sim. I am putting Ranch Simulator on my channel, but I'm not doing Farm Sim for my channel. I love this truck. This K100 reminds me of the cab over my uncle had when he was a truck driver back when I was a kid. I don't remember if he had a Kenworth or if he had something else, but I remember he gave me a ride in it, and I sat in the bunk area while he was driving us around. I gotta look at the map. This seems wrong. Yeah, I missed it. What the heck? I'm gonna have to do shenanigans, because there's not an exit on this road forever. Alright, let's be dumb. Let's put our hazards on for safety. See if there's an invisible wall here. The way the cab shakes around separate from the frame. Shenanigans complete. Park Hills, Poplar Bluff. I think it's funny that Park Hills has a designation on this game, because Park Hills is right next to Farmington. And it's also right next to Deloge, where 8 meets up with 67. And Park Hills is like the smallest of those three, but yet Park Hills gets a sign on all these state, gets a label on all these state signs. I think it's funny. When we go to visit my parents, we stay in Farmington. It's where all the nicer hotels are. Not that they're bad hotels where my parents are, but I'd have to drive past my parents' house to get to the next town with hotels in it, so we stay in Farmington. Let's see, we're going to go down here to Park Hills. There is a little coffee shop that we kind of made our stop when we come down here. It's called Ray Cole's. Let's see, Park Hills and Licking. That's where we're going. So you'd run into Deloge first, then Park Hills, and then Farmington. And I wonder why they didn't choose Farmington to be on the map. I thought for sure Farmington would be here in the game, just not labeled. But it looks like they only labeled Park Hills. That's so funny. Maybe they just didn't want to have to make that much stuff in the game. But there's a little place called Ray Cole's Coffee in Park Hills. That's like our little stop that we go to every single time we get coffee down there. There's no Dunkin'. And there's no Starbucks that I know of. I don't know if we've ever looked for Starbucks. We just found this Ray Cole's and we just always started going there. It's in downtown Park Hills by the old... there's not a lot of businesses down there, but it looks like it used to be the downtown center strip of Park Hills. And it's spelled RAECOLE''S, Ray Cole's Coffee. Check it out. It's pretty cool. It's a little independent coffee shop. The girls, I say the girls, the girls that worked there when we were there the first time. Oh, that's not a driveway. We walked in on a Sunday morning to get our coffee before we headed to church, and we were just admiring the place because we thought the downtown was kind of cool, even though there wasn't a lot of shops in the downtown. A lot of them were kind of shuttered, but we just liked that downtown area, so we went in the coffee shop, and the girls noticed our voices, our accents were different. They're like, "Where are you all from?" We're like, "We're from Chicago." They're like, "Oh my god!" They started fawning all over us being from Chicago. It's pretty funny. Actually, that side of the highway over there with those three buildings, it kind of is like what it really looks like in real life. Just a couple of businesses out, like on the outskirts of Farmington and Deloge, where they just have big buildings like that up on the hill, overlooking the interstate. So these girls are like fawning all over our accents being from Chicago, and they're like, "Oh my god, we want to go there someday." I'm like, it's not that far. You can just drive there. It's like less than a day of driving. Just go up there and look around. Just be careful. Look where you're going before you go. Just research the area before you go. Don't want to just drive up there and wander around. You'll end up in a bad part of town. But we told them to, go check it out. It's pretty fun. Tell them we live up there and we like coming down to the south. I'm like, go up there. You might not like it forever, but it is interesting to go and visit. Go check it out. Don't be afraid. It's just a city. So I wonder if those coffee girls ever made it up to Chicago. But we do go to that Ray Cole's coffee shop every single time we're down there. It's just the best coffee in the area, so it's not a chain. That's probably why it's so good. And then every time we go in there, there's people always just hanging around, sitting in the couches, and it's the kind of place it's like a hangout. I don't know if that's good or bad for you, but I think it's a good place. And no, I don't own the shop. I don't know the people who do. We just thought it was kind of cool that there's a place down there that we liked so much. I was just driving down here to see if there was anything like secret roads or anything, but I don't see any right away. I was actually hoping I would turn here and go west on 32 and find some secret roads, so let's go check it out. So this little corner where 32 meets up with 67 is way more built up in real life. And I didn't know there was a town called Licking down here. I'll have to go check that out someday. I do remember a Top Gear episode where they were in England, I think. They were going from licking, or what was it? They were going from kissing to petting. And there was all these different towns with like sexual connotations, but they built up over time during the trip. So they went from kissing to petting to F***CKING. That was the name of a town. I've been rewatching Top Gear again. The third season of Clarkson's Farm comes out on my birthday. So I've been rewatching a bunch of the old Top Gear shows. Started with season, I think, 2 or 3 again. I'm up to season 5 again. I've rewatched that whole series 3 or 4 times. Just every time you see something new. It's pretty good. I don't like every single episode. I don't like every single aspect of every single episode. Like, there's certain things I don't really care about. Like, typically I don't... Why is my turn signal still on? Typically I don't care about the star and reasonably priced car. I don't care about setting the lap with the cars. I just like when those guys are doing their stories and doing their shenanigans and going on trips together. I think that's the coolest part of that show. So I watch every part of it because they put it together. I don't want to miss anything, but there are definitely parts that I like more than others. Man, I love this part of the country. I love the rocks, how they're vertical on the side of the road like that, where they cut away for the streets. You see that a lot on the interstates down there, where they cut through the rocks to build the interstate. I gotta keep reminding myself this is 32, not 8. What the heck? Okay, there's a lot of roads right around here. I'm gonna check the map and see if any of these are drivable. I was just saying, I love this area of the world. I love this part of Missouri. I'd love to go down there and live, but my wife won't let me. It's too rural for her. There's an invisible wall. Darn it. That road looks drivable, doesn't it? Maybe we'll find some way to get over there. I'm driving from outside so we can see the textures of the new DLC. I like driving from the inside of the truck in the real game, in case you're watching this for the first time. Normally I drive from the inside to increase the simulation aspect, but when there's new DLC and new states to explore, I like driving from the outside so you can see more of the outside of the truck rather than just the dash. Look at all these trees. There's so much foliage. I don't know any. I guess like Washington and Oregon have this many trees. They're pretty thick up there, but it's all like evergreens up there. This is all like deciduous forest. This is pretty awesome. Mark Twain National Forest is right in this area in real life. Humongous. It's like I don't remember. I'm not looking at the map right now, but it's like a quarter of the state, it seems like. You know, Yellowstone has all the attention because of all the, you know, the Old Faithful and stuff like that, but there's national parks all over this country that are amazing, and this is Mark Twain National Forest. I grew up running through these woods. Not the forest, just the woods around my parents' house. We would go to my parents' house, and I mean, there's so many hills and valleys and just places to climb up and climb down in these shallows and climbing the ridges and playing around in all these little areas, playing cowboys and Indians or cops and robbers, whatever we used to play. I finally saw my first black bear not the last time I was down there, but in the last couple of years. And my dad wasn't there, it was just me and my nephew. And we saw a black bear probably 100 yards away. It was like on the other side of a field by my grandpa's old house. And then I told my dad about it sometime later, one of the other trips. I'm like, yeah, I've seen a black bear down here. He's like, when did you see a black bear? I'm like, I was down here so-and-so's house, and we saw a black bear down at the end of the field. He's like, I've been here my whole life. I've never seen a black bear. I mean, black bears are the ones that are more skittish. Oh, KK, what the heck? Stop. Oh, that one's on the map. Come back to 32. There's a lot of houses like this out in the middle of nowhere in Missouri, where they own 5 acres. For example, my dad had a house on 5 acres with a little cabin. I think he ended up remodeling it because it was a 3-bedroom, but the rooms were tiny, so he remodeled it to a 2-bedroom. And a 2-bedroom house with a bathroom, call it a cabin, on 5 acres. His taxes were like $300 a year. I come from an area in northern Illinois where that's not even my payment per month to cover my taxes. I think I pay $6,000 or $7,000 in taxes, and my house is not nearly as expensive as some others in the area that pay $10,000 or $15,000. Some houses in the nice town where I work pay $25,000 in taxes. Let's just not pass this place up. I want to see. Oh, whoa. Secret road. Hopefully it's a secret road. Yes! I know you don't put these places off the map for no reason. Let's show you where we're at. In real life, I don't even know what towns are down here, because my family's all like up here. Between, like I said, Route 8 goes like this, towards Rolla. It connects another little town like St. James up here. let's go check it out. Let's see where this road... I bet it just connects up to that. I bet the secret road just goes down here and connects to this. How much you want to bet? And then I've wasted all this time. Actually, you know what? I want to drive through here, but let me go rediscover these roads behind me before I do that. I have a feeling I know where the secret road goes, and just in case it does, I'm not going to be coming back this way, so let me go discover these roads that I just passed before I go do this road. There's a lot of mining that goes down in Missouri. I don't exactly know much about the mining industry down there, but my parents call it something called. My parents refer to something called TIF. And I have no idea what TIF is. My grandpa told the story of he lived on this little rural road, little 2-lane road where no one else, not a lot of people drove down there unless they lived down there, but he would sit out on his front porch every day and he would look at this couple drive by in this pickup truck, and he told their story as they would drive down his road and go out to their second piece of property or wherever it was they went to mine this thing called TIF, and they would come back every single day with the truck loaded down with TIF, and they would sell it, and that was how they made their living. There's another secret road. What the heck? Does it go all the way around? Man, there's a lot of secret roads right around here. Let's go check it out. But I have no idea what TIF is. I don't know if that's like the only thing that's mined down there, or if that's just one of the many things that's mined down there, but it seems like this is a big industry down here in Missouri. You'll see a lot of stuff on a lot of the videos regarding Missouri about the cave storage potential down here. There's a lot of caverns that are used by the federal government to do a lot of their storing of the National Archives. They have a lot of cavern storage down in Missouri. I want to say Scott Air Force Base supports them. And there's another base just north of St. Louis. It's a tiny base. I forget what it's called. But they have some National Archives connections too. I think that's pretty cool that they found a way to preserve all of these documents like inside the earth. And then, of course, it's not just the federal government. It's a lot of companies that have bought mines and have built things. Like my brother drove a truck in northeastern Arkansas, and he's delivered to those underground mine storage places where people or companies store things. Just because the temperature, the humidity, everything is like perfect for storing whatever it is they have. Just wandering around on the quarry floor. So I think this is just a quarry. Let me go up to that secret road on the top. I bet it's just a ring road that goes around the top, but let's go check it out. I always wondered if quarries tell you not to use your air horn for fear that it might trigger a rock slide or something. I wonder. Here's another secret road off of County Road KK, I think it was. Oh, it only goes this far. So it's not a ring road. Where is this going? Alrighty. Now remember that first secret road that I backtracked so I could come over here. That was on the other side of Highway KK. Or County Road KK. So this is completely different. Completely different secret road. Oh man, I don't need to drive on that, but I bet I could if I needed to. Oh man. Being in the mining industry, there has been some catastrophes. My parents knew the park ranger down at Johnston's Shut-In, I think it was, that had a levee break. Actually, I don't know if that guy died or not. I'd have to look up the story to see. There was a levee that broke and flooded an area down here. I don't remember if the park ranger and his family lived or died. I'd have to go look it up in a news article. Okay, well, we ended up back in the same place, so that's interesting. Man, they got some good-looking trains in this game. I said that when we were traveling somewhere else. There was a train yard somewhere in Kansas or Nebraska, somewhere that had a cool looking train like that, and there was a whole scenic viewpoint set up just for it. So this is Highway KK, or County Road KK, whatever it was. And then we turned left and went this way, and now we'll go back and we'll see where this one goes. I said I didn't know what TIFF was, but I've heard it referred to down there. I'm not even going to say, hey, let me know in the comments if you know what TIFF is, you know, like every other YouTuber does. What I do is I just Google it myself, and I'll probably put a little pop-up telling you what TIFF is. Because I want to know too. I want you guys to engage with me and say hello and check in and tell me who you are and where you're at and all that kind of stuff, but by the time you guys go and look it up, I could just look it up and put it in here while I'm editing. So I don't know right now, but I will by the time I go to edit this game. Man, just these woods are just so amazing. I want to say there's more dangerous animals up here or down here in Missouri than there are up here in northern Illinois. Like, we have some black bears. I mean, we have sightings of black bears just north of us in Wisconsin. But really, there's not much bigger than that. Some white-tailed deer get to be as big as black bears, but... What's up, folks? Let's check out the scenic viewpoint. We are headed over here. Yeah, that's where we're at. Let's check out the scenic viewpoint too while we're here. Let's see what it shows us. I said this whole area was Mark Twain National Forest. There you go. See, I'm not lying. I said it before it popped up. I really need to buy some property down there. Just have a little one-bedroom shack to go visit. To be able to look up at the stars in an area like this, it's never quiet down there. I mean, this little spot right here has a little tiny running rapids / tiny waterfall. The animals, the wind whipping through the trees. I mean, you say it's quiet, but it's not quiet. It's just a different kind of quiet. It's not the hustle and bustle of a city, but up where I'm at, the suburbs. Being able to look up into the sky and see the stars at night. You got some 8-footers, you got some, I was going to say 16-footers, but those look like 24 feet long probably. Actually, they're probably as long as trailers. They're probably 50 feet long. Alright, let's get back to driving. I would say let's see where this little secret road takes us, but I have a feeling I know where it takes us. It's just going to take us over to this Weyerhaeuser, whatever area. I want to say up till now the best secret road I've been on in this game is the one near Scottsbluff, Nebraska. The one with all the wagon train story lore. Oh man, that would be perfect. There's your postcard. Alright, we got a picture of a truck on a wood bridge over a river in Mark Twain National Forest on a secret road in the brand new Missouri DLC of American Truck Sim, brought to you by SCS Software. Oh, you could go back there and sleep at the scenic viewpoint. There's a rest area back there. Didn't even notice. We're already here. It's 2 p.m. How much you want to bet there's a secret road at the end of this one right here too? Man, this is going to be a great video. Let's go check it out. So I want to go left eventually, so I'll go right for now. Because I think there might be a secret road down there on the left end of that little circle. And here I am, I've been driving around all day bobtailing, and I'm going to run out of daylight. How much you want to bet? No jobs today, folks. We're exploring. Two identical F-150s sitting there. Alright. Oh, it's blocked off. Can you believe this? I thought for sure it was going to be a secret road. Nuts. It's just that little stretch we didn't do. Should we go back and look at it? I have a feeling we've seen all the secret stuff that there's going to be in this section of the map, but let's go look anyway. I don't want to leave a stone unturned in the area that I supposedly know as well as any place else. Old Guy Gamer did buy a brick in the center part of town. There's a new park being built in downtown Potosi. Old Guy Gamer bought a brick. There's like an amphitheater, like a brick paver amphitheater they're building. So I bought a brick. Go check it out. Let me know if you see it. I think this goes to Rolla. Let's get over to Rolla. We'll call this video done. It's obviously not an introduction to the whole state of Missouri, the new DLC for this game, but it'll give you the part of the world that I love and hold dear. I don't think I love it enough to go be buried down there if I stay up here for the rest of my life, but I have family connections down to this area of the world, so I do find this place to be special to me. Even though the area that I'm used to isn't quite shown in this game. Man, it would have been really cool if Route 8 had been on there. I could have looked for my dad's church and the town that I keep referring to, Potosi in Missouri. It's like the county seat of Washington County. That would have been really cool to see that in this game. Here's the town of Licking, Missouri. Noise ordinance. What? You can see into that building. I wonder if I can stick the tail. No, it won't even let me over there. I was going to say, I wonder if I can stick the tail of the truck in there, but it won't let me in there. The X's right there the way they are. I am going to have to go check out this town of Licking the next time I'm down in Missouri. Seems like every time we go down there, we kind of head down a different road we haven't been down before just to see where it goes. There was a time when every time I went down to my parents, I never went west of their town. We always came in from the north, headed west on Route 8 from 67, and we hit my parents' town. We went into the town, but we never went west of town. So one of those trips, we were like, you know what, we've never been west of this town. Let's just go drive and see where it goes for a half an hour and just see. We didn't make it as far as Rolla, but we probably made it halfway there before we turned around and came back home. There's a Duncan. What is this? I've never seen this on a ATS map before. There is a army base out here somewhere to the west. It is Fort Leonard Wood is out here somewhere. There's a scenic viewpoint right here on a dead end road. This kind of looks like an army base to me, but I don't know if that's where Fort Leonard Wood is or not. There's a lot of empty space up here too. And then you say that, and then like there's a lot of empty space up here too. Let's see, here's more of that. I wonder if they did a city-by-city grid. Subtropolis. Oh, you know what that is? I bet that's those caverns I was talking about. And that's another subtropolis. That's another underground. It's gotta be. We'll check that out in the next video. Anyways, we made it to Licking. It's too bad my parents and my family's area of the woods didn't make it into the game, but I'm so happy to see that we're finally getting to the Midwest. You know, I don't know what state's coming up next. It'll probably be another 6 months before Iowa or Louisiana gets released. I don't know much about Louisiana, but Iowa would be pretty good. It's where my daughter went to college. At least I know a little bit about Iowa. Glad this is here finally. Probably going to do a lot of looking around while you guys aren't with me recording. Probably be doing a lot of looking around that won't make it to YouTube, but that's it. That's your introduction to the new Missouri DLC in American Truck Sim. So I'll see you guys next time. You guys go watch some more videos. I'll go play some more games. Bye. There's my Kenworth K100.